sensitive customer data just ends up being sent to a third party.
Blocking is not the answer. Blocking will only make it difficult for you to monitor and assess the things.
And in my very first chat, I got it to leak my OpenAI key. Okay, so let me begin with an example. Let's say there's a customer document containing some sensitive customer information, and because the document is long and an employee would like to get a summary of the document or has a specific question they have in mind, they just upload it to ChatGPT. Or it could be the case that there's an email to be sent to a customer. That email may contain sensitive, personally identifiable information like the customer's name, account number, so on. But an employee would like the email correctly formatted. So to get the email correctly formatted, they just put it into ChatGPT. The long and short of it is, in cases like this, sensitive customer information, sensitive customer data just ends up being sent to a third party. So this is one of the reasons why companies choose to block ChatGPT.
No, AI is inevitable. Blocking would lead to shadow usage. Let's say your CEO blocked the ChatGPT in your network, but within a week, people will be still using the ChatGPT. They will be using their private accounts, in their phones and whatnot. So blocking is not the answer. So blocking will only make it difficult for you to monitor and assess the things. So what you should do is, instead of blocking, have a central platform where you can govern and let the people to use the large language models in a safe, controlled environment.
So sometimes people are under the impression that accessing ChatGPT through the web application is the only possibility if they want access to an AI model like a large language model. But actually that's not the case. There are other options. For example, a company can choose to have their own on-prem large language model, LLM deployment. They can also choose to set up a model in a more private environment on the public cloud. So that also provides additional enterprise security guarantees. And a third option would be to use data masking. So these are some options that are available to an enterprise should they want to use an LLM.
Let's say team starts using AI with the best intention. They'll create an account and they maybe share their API keys or the username parts in the chat groups. So suddenly people will start using those shared accounts and all that, but nobody knows who's using and there's no limit and all that. Suddenly you will get the budget notifications. Your limits has reached and all that. So in that case, maybe even in the middle of a demo, you'll get these alerts. And so you don't have any monitoring and all that. So best way is to have a central way so that you can monitor all of that. So using these shared mechanisms and all that, like using a cloud infrastructure without IAM control, logging, monitoring, anything.
So I installed OpenClaw on my Ubuntu machine some time ago, and I'll tell you what happened. So I set it up with a Docker installation and integrated with Google Chat. And in my very first chat, I got it to leak my OpenAI key. I got it to run Python commands. I got it to run shell commands. This is very risky. So although I did it in a Docker environment, somebody could just install OpenClaw on one of their own company machines. And these things are actually agentic. They have access to tools. They can do external API calls. They can run shell commands. They can run Python. And you can, as a result, get it to do all kinds of things. And moreover, when it came to OpenClaw, sometimes people set it up, linked it with Telegram and WhatsApp so that anybody could chat with it. As a result, you open it out to almost anybody to access and to run shell commands and do all kinds of things on your local machine. So assuming that there's sensitive company information on your local machine, this becomes a really risky thing, and it becomes a security nightmare almost.
No, we should not allow teams to install random agentic AI tools. These tools can execute shell scripts, execute code and access your local files, install third-party plugins and can do a lot of dangerous stuff. But we can't outright block these tools as well because these tools bring a lot of productivity gains. What we should have is a centralized, controlled environment where the teams can use these tools but in a safe sandbox environment where they can the usage can be governed and monitored in a managed, centralized way.
So what is needed here is a central platform, and this central platform shouldn't be just restricted to one LLM provider like ChatGPT. You should be able to connect to multiple Claude, Gemini, and so on, Qwen or other open models. And this central platform should also provide some solution for usage monitoring and key access so that keys don't just get shared all over the place, creating a big problem about who use how much or what. And the third aspect would be when it comes to security of agentic tools, there needs to be some kind of guardrails, maybe like some sandboxed applications or some sandboxed deployments, so that yes, people are allowed to run agentic applications or agentic tools, but in a restricted, controlled environment.
Yes, that's where our platform comes in. Instead of allowing users to create their own accounts and manage their keys and limits, we provide user-based and project-based key management. System administration team can define the limits, define the budgets and monitor them. So that the monitoring and budgeting is baked in, it is not an afterthought. And company can see what people are doing and at what cost. So this and everything will be centrally managed. All the LLM providers and everything, you can see the cost in a single dashboard.
Yes. So what we would like to do is have this platform as something where even when it comes to agentic tools, employees can download and install them through the platform, but run it in a controlled, secure way. So not something that just runs wild on machines that have sensitive customer and company data and then create security vulnerabilities.
We give your enterprise a single, centrally managed sovereign AI platform where you can connect all the LLM providers and centrally manage the usage and allow your teams to run AI tools securely.